Hey guys, it's Ash, and today we're going to do something fun and different. We're going to be analyzing gameplay from the Brawl Stars World Championship qualifiers for North America. We have two of the best teams in North America. At the top, we have IX Circles, a team consisting of Slash, Kangarmo, Tuni, and Lucky-Bear. And at the bottom, we have the #1 ranked team in North America, IX Gaming, a team consisting of Cryingman, Second Best, OG, and Bobby BS. Now, if you guys didn't know, I'm the head coach of IX, and in today's video, I'm hoping to show you guys some really amazing games by them, show you guys the amazing talent they have, and talk about their plays. Okay, I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's start. The thing you always want to know at the start of any game are the brawler compositions and their spawn points. We have Max spawning on the left, M spawning at the middle, and Brock on the right. On the other side, we have Tick on the right, Mr. P on the left, and Frank at the middle. Now, right from the start, you already have players making decisions, you know, positioning their brawlers. We have Second Best going to the left with his M's, and that is directly a result of Lucky-Bear, who's a Tick. Against a Tick, you really don't want to clump up on the same lane because of his massive area damage, and this also gives Second the matchup advantage against the Frank, as an M's is a very good counter against tanks. Alright, so let's see how they reposition themselves right here. Second is going to focus on the Frank, stay with the Frank at the middle. OG already making an amazing play on the right, jumping over that wall with his Brock gadget, which is going to force Lucky-Bear back. So he has already won his lane, won that position advantage against that Tick. On the left, you can see Kang working his way on Cryingman, pushing him back. Right here, in order for Tuni to overpower that Ems, he needs to get close to it. However, you don't want to get in this position. Right here, Tuni makes the mistake of being in that open area. If you're in that open area, Ems can use that gadget to push you back 3 tiles, and if that happens, Ems can deal a massive amount of damage, 3 times as much as opposed to being 1 tile away from the Frank. So what Tuni needs to focus on is getting into this position right here. He needs to get right in this position so that if Second pushes him back, he can push him back onto this wall, allowing Tuni to keep that distance, that 1 or 2 tile distance from Ems, and be able to counter. However, Second, playing it smart, repositions himself right here, pushes Tuni back 3 tiles, and that's going to allow him to deal an amazing amount of damage onto that Frank. Also, very well played by OG, shooting at Tuni from that right side. As you can see, pro players, you're always focused on multiple brawlers at the same time. Not only is OG focused on that Tick, he's also focused on that Frank that just got pushed back. Frank is very low. Tuni kind of lucky that attack did not connect, or else he would have definitely been taken out. On the other lane, you see Kang winning his matchup, but he makes a really big mistake. He goes too aggressive. Cryingman plays it smart. Let's rewind right here. Right from here, Kang wins this matchup on the left. As you can see, he's doing a great job with his Mr. P, overpowering Cryingman, pushing him back. But Cryingman playing it smart, playing it passively, saving his ammo, and that's what allowed him to win this matchup on the left. And just by winning that lane, he was able to get a 3 versus 2 matchup here, allowing him to push up. So a big mistake by Kangarmo. He should have moved back to recover. You really don't want to get greedy. He definitely got greedy right there, trying to go for the quick kill on Cryingman when he could have just retreated back behind this wall. To recover. So this allows Cryingman to make an amazing play using his super to move up. However, he did make a silly mistake. It happens to everyone. Hits it off the wall and was unable to pass it on OG on time for the goals, unfortunately. But amazing plays coming up right here. Kangarmo, he has the ball against Cryingman. He needed to hold on to the ball, prevent Cryingman from getting it with his max and scoring. So right here in this position, Kangarmo now needs to get rid of that ball. Now, if you are kicking the ball, it does not stop your regeneration. So right here, what Kang should have done was kick that ball to the side here. You always want to get rid of that ball, because if you're holding onto the ball, you're basically wasting 1 ammo and you're unable to attack, of course. So, you know, knowing that, Second makes an amazing play here. Check this out. So right here, Second realizes, you know, he's got super and he has multiple targets. He has a Tick here. He's got Mr. P's turret, Mr. P, and Frank. Meaning, with Second's super and second star power hype, he's able to heal 700 per second, 700 health per second for every brawler that's inside his super, allowing him to make an aggressive play right here. Kang making that mistake of holding on to that ball, not letting it go, and basically trapping himself. Second able to get the ball and score that. Very, very well played by Second there. Now Toonie did have a chance to stop him, but you have to be super reactive in order to make that super and stop him. Just not worth it. So Toonie decided to save his super there. Okay. Now, right here, right after the goal, you can see Toonie opting to go to the right side of the lane instead of the left to prevent getting countered by Second. Well played right there. Toonie's gonna go directly for the ball at the middle. And here we have a big mistake going on right here. Crying Man has his super, but he's not using it. He waits way too long right here. As you can see, he waited about 3 seconds before activating his super. It gave Toonie a really good chance to score here, but Toonie makes a really big mistake. Almost got Crying Man. He goes for the direct super at the bottom right here. You can see he went right here. He went this direction instead of going just a little more to the left with his super. If he had gone just a little tad bit more to the left, he could have scored this for sure. As you can see right here, he opens up the walls, but he misses Crying Man, and that is gonna be a big misplay on his part. As you can see, just look at the difference right here. How lucky Crying Man was to avoid getting supered here. Look at that difference right here. But then he saves the play with an amazing defense, going directly in front of the Frank to stop the Frank from scoring. Not only that, amazing awareness by OG as well on the right side. You can see OG got an additional hit with his Brock's attack. That additional hit, you know, did 1540 additional damage, preventing the Frank from, you know, pushing up and getting a better shot at scoring that. So very well played by all the players right here on the IX Gaming side. Also, right here, Crying Man uses his super. Now, a lot of people would argue this is a bad use of super. You're not really, you know, speeding up any of your teammates. But no, this is actually a great super by Crying Man, because this allows him to push the enemy tick back. It allows him to push Lucky Bear back, get position over the mid, allow OG to get back in play. OG's gonna be able to get back at the middle. And now look at this. They have full control over the middle. Toonie goes very aggro on Second on the left, tries to go for the quick play, but OG makes a masterful play right here. He's gonna go for those walls and that Mr. P at the same time with his super, open up that wall, allowing Crying Man to go for the goal. Okay, let's move on to Siege next. We got Crying Man on the left with his Max, and there's a bolt that spawns on the left, so he needs to use Max's gadget right here to grab that bolt. He doesn't, and that is a big mistake. Allows Slash to grab it safely. And then we have Second at the middle. He's gonna be able to grab that bolt, but Second makes a big mistake right here. He does not commit to this trap with OG. OG's at great health, Second's at great health. They could have double teamed right here. Both Slash and Kang, both very low. They could have double teamed, but Second did not commit to it for some reason. Went back against Luki, and this allowed Slash to recover back. As you can see, Slash is back to almost full health, and is able to take out Second. OG making a great play, jumping over the wall to take out Mr. P. However, though, they're not gonna win this push. IX Circles has enough bolts to make a push right now with a level 3 bot. Okay, so in order to win this defense, Second goes towards the bot, uses his gadget, does a lot of damage, suicides here, great play so that he can come back on defense to again defend that, keep the robot back basically. Also, if you guys look on the left side, Slash did a really good job taking out OG, but OG made a big mistake. He underestimated the damage capability of Daryl here on the left. He should have used Brock's gadget to jump back right here. Did not use Brock's gadget, and Daryl did punish him big time. That is big because now the enemy has a 3v2 advantage, and it's gonna be really difficult to regain control. In order to regain control, everyone must stay alive, and you gotta push together to regain it. And right here, Crying Man, too early with that super, and that is another big mistake. Because why? This is a 2v3. This is not the opportunity. This is not the time to use Max's super, because if you go aggro right here, it's not going to work out very well. As you can see, Second has that speed, and he kind of feels like he needs to use it in order to regain control, but in reality you don't. So it's really a waste of max super, especially because, like I said, it's a 2v3. OG's respawning back. Definitely not the right time to make that aggressive play with Daryl. As you can see, Second is in that 1v3 zone. OG and Cryingman nowhere near to support him. So another misplay right there. Cryingman's gonna go in with his gadget, try and get that vault. Well played. But right here, OG again underestimating the Daryl, did not use his gadget, even though he had Brock's gadget right there. Still though, it's not looking too bad. They do have 4-2. Second's gonna go in, grab that vault. Well played. OG still holding on to that super, not using it, holding onto it for a little too long. Right here, this is tied. Now this is where things are, you know, looking okay for both teams. However, IX Gaming at the bottom, they make a big mistake right here. OG opens this wall up. This is a tie game situation. It's not game over yet. But Cryingman goes a little too aggressive, goes for that vault. As that Barley uses his super from the middle, OG is very low as well, so they need to regain control. There's plenty of time left in the clock. 1 minute and 10 seconds to win control. The game is tied. There's no reason to make an aggressive play right now with so much time left on the clock. And because of that, Cryingman going too aggro, he's gonna die. OG's going to be taken out by Kang as well over there. And this is where things tumble, as it's going to be much more difficult for them to regain control. Second trying his best to get some bolts here, but as you can see, now everything is just not, you know, concerted. It's just not concerted because OG and Cryingman are going to push here. It's going to take a while for Second to get back in play. It's again 2v3. Getting that 3v3 is just not organized anymore. So big mistakes on IX Gaming's part, and IX Circle just playing it very well, playing it decisively, being passive, knowing that they're in control, and making, you know, very well timed plays, and that's what resulted in them winning the Siege set. As you can see, they have a huge lead, 11 ball lead. There's no way IX Gaming is gonna win this. Second could go in with this super, but it's pretty much futile at this point. It's a level 21 bot. Okay, next, let's go over Snake Prairie next. The first thing you want to do in Snake Prairie is always drop your bow gadget immediately from the start so your Terra can start getting her super. Another thing you want to always do in Snake Prairie is work your way to getting that star at the middle. It's really important to get it because getting that star is going to give you the lead, and a lot of times that one star makes the difference in winning a game. Not only that, it forces the enemy to make aggressive plays to regain the lead to win the game. So it puts you in a lot of advantageous positions. So you really want to work on getting that middle star. Right here, Slash gets really close to it, but decides not to go for it because of Second, who can snipe him quickly. OG makes a very smart play to go for it. He counts the Brock's ammo. Brock shot 2 times on the left side with Incendiary, meaning Brock only had 1 ammo left. OG shooting at the direction of Brock to keep him back as he safely grabs that star. Very well played right there, as he safely gets the star. And right here, Cryingman is working on getting his super. It's going to take him a little longer than Toonie to get his super because Toonie has already started getting that super right from the start of the game. Right here, the moment OG shot on the right exposed his position, allowing Slash to sneak up on the left because he knows that, you know, because OG's on the right, they don't have vision on the left. So allows Slash to make a sneaky play. OG, you know, smart, gets back in play to protect his teammates, knowing that he's already given up his position. Right here, OG's going to replace his gadget over here at the bottom, and Cryingman now does have his super ready, but because Toonie got his super first, they managed to already push IX Gaming back. And in Snake Prairie, you really don't want to be spawn trapped. In this position, this is a very dangerous position. Even though they have the lead, they're in a very dangerous position here, being spawn trapped. Also, Second has his super, so he could use that super to escape the Brock. Kangarmo has his super, so Second should probably hold on to it, but what Second does here, he's going to open up that area on the left, prevent them from making a sneaky play. Yep, so right here, Second uses his super, well played, opens up that left lane, prevents them from sneaking up on him now. However, without that super, without Piper's super, it's going to be hard for him to escape the Brock super, so he has to be very careful against that. The moment Toonie activates his gadget with Terra to expose everyone in the field, Cryingman does the same with his Terra, uses his gadget, so now it's it's a fair matchup. Both teams can see each other. Kangarmo realizes the position of second now. He's on the left without that super. Goes for that super. Very clean super. Almost kills second. But here is where the big mistake comes in from IX Circles. Toonie, exposed by that one tile, tries to go in this direction towards the left side. But being exposed is just going to give Crying Man an easy pull. Crying Man knows that they want second. Second is low. He knows that they are going to try to get greedy and go for second, right? So Crying Man makes an excellent play, goes for the pull, and gets both Kang and Toonie. However, Kang does manage to jump out of there with his gadget. Very well played. However, OG, excellent play on the right side, taking out the bow 1v1 with his mines. Kangarmo gets too greedy. In this position, you gotta back up. If you're Kangarmo with that Brock, you gotta back up. This is a 2v3. IX Gaming has 3 people. You have 2. You have them spawn trapped. You gotta move back. You gotta reassert control. In order to do that, you gotta wait for Toonie to get back. You can't afford to lose more stars. In Bounty, a 3-star lead is not safe. It's not safe, but you don't want the team to keep getting more and more stars, of course. So right there, after the 5th star, Kangarmo got too greedy right here, and this is what costed him another 2 stars. So now IX Gaming with the formidable lead, 7-star lead. We have Toonie on the right. Toonie plays it smart this time. You know, stays back, does not want to go, you know, solo. He waits for his teammates to provide vision. Second makes an excellent play right there. Quickly snipe slash. That was super nice. However, right here, Second should have definitely used his Piper gadget. If he had used that Piper gadget, he could have killed Toonie. Toonie left with 100 hit points. Second is gonna jump back, safely avoiding the shot from Brock and Toonie's pull. However, definitely should have used that Piper gadget to kill that Terra. Okay, so right here, still looking great for IX Gaming. They have a 9-star lead. However, it's not over. Look at the star total of the enemy. In Bounty, you never want to be discouraged by any score that, you know, because look, Second with 3-star, OG with 3-star, Crying Man with 4-star. That's a total of 10 stars. If you can team wipe the enemy, there's plenty of time left. Look at the timer, 16 seconds left. That's enough time for you to spawn trap them, kill them all, and by the time hits 0, you can escape with the win without letting the enemy, you know, respawn back in time to kill you. So you gotta play it patiently. Toonie got sniped right there on the right, but he's still alive. But Toonie panics. He panics with that super, uses it too early instead of retreating, because there's still plenty of time left. There's still 15 seconds left on the clock. You gotta try to get that control to win it. But a rushed play right there, that's gonna allow IX Gaming to easily secure the win here. Very well played by IX Gaming on this game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this new concept and learned a ton about competitive Brawl Stars. There are just so many strategies that go on, and all of the players showcased today in this video are among the best Brawl Stars players in the world. And even though we were able to spot some of their mistakes, you have to realize that this is a very fast-paced game with so much thought process going on. You have split seconds to make decisions and plays. If you think you have what it takes to be one of the best, then you should definitely try out for the Brawl Stars World Championships and see if you can beat these guys. So good luck, guys, and thank you so much for watching. Take care.